So right now we're making a water pump thrust plug. In this particular case, is for a Phantom 1. And the material we're using is Lignum Vitae, which is Latin for wood of life. And it happens to be a rather rare species of wood these days. Not very easy to get. And anyway, they used it because it was incredibly durable and wear resistant. And they used it, I know for a fact, in all the bronze water pumps for the pre-war cars. When they went to aluminum, they went to a threaded type plug. But hopefully you can see it in there. This is an original, it has been damaged. But there's a lot of times where I take apart a completely knackered water pump. It's worn down like you wouldn't believe, but that wooden plug is still in really good shape. And a lot of times it can be just reused again. You just clean it up a little bit and there you go. So just to demonstrate what it does, the end of the impeller of the water pump shaft rides on there, and it prevents it from the impeller from scraping into the housing. I always supply the water pump shafts a little long so that there's more material to machine off, so you can set that float there. So anyway, so that's the material, and the story behind it in my case is kind of interesting. I'm doing one of my own restorations at home, which is a Rolls-Royce Phantom 3, and from time to time my neighbor comes over, and he likes to take an interest of how my project is coming along. And we got to talking one day, and he mentioned Lignum Vitae for some reason or another, and I said, hey, you know, they use that in water pumps for pre-war Rolls-Royces and Bentleys. And he says, well, do you want some? And I said, yeah, sure, if you have some, I'll take it. So he ends up bringing over these chunks of Lignum Vitae, and I asked him, well, where did you get them? And I knew that he was retired. He had worked at a local dam, and he said that they used these for bushings and bearings in the turbine shafts for the dam. And he goes, they last an incredibly long time, which, you know, even surprised him. But he says from time to time they would have to replace them. And so this dam was probably built in the 40s or 50s. And even up until present time, I believe they're still using this product in that area. So anyway, I have our piece set up there, and I'm going to continue to machine that down. I have to machine that down to 5/16. Right now we're about at 7/16. So I'm going to whittle down a few more 16ths here. So, and you can see how it cuts. This is, of course, a metal lathe. And I'm sure anybody who owns and operates a metal lathe is probably cringing right now that I'm trimming down wood in a metal lathe. But you can hear that it's a hard material. It has a really neat look to it. So now we're at 340. I'm going to take it to about, I think, maybe 318. And again, we're at 343. So I'm going to take 20 off and see what that looks like. add another 2 thousandths to it. Whoops. Give another check on here. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Whoop, sorry. Here's our housing. So now we're going to part off sections. I think I'm still going to need some tail support. I can always saw it and then sand the ends, which I think might be the best option. We'll do a little trading spaces here. Whoops. All right. I need to get a measurement on length. So in measuring, they're about 820 thousandths or so. So it looks like we're going to get at least 2 out of this chunk. Nice. And I should correct myself for this video in saying that they did away with this material by the time they got to Phantom 2 in the large horsepower cars. So Phantom 1 used these in the water pump, and all the small horsepower cars, and I'm going to say, but not Wraith. So you can tell, even with a hacksaw, it takes a while to get through it. Oops. All right, so that's my Lignum Vitae story, which is kind of interesting. I hope you agree.